Hello guys, I'm Hesmiyu and welcome to another episode of Narcissu Side 2nd. This time we're going to play the chapter 6, Croquettes. Is it Croquettes or Croquettes? I'm not sure. The cicada screeched loudly. Hot! Even though it was still morning, it already felt like midday. Today also looked like it would be a hot day. In that walking the 3-minute distance, I again was headed toward the hospital. In my hands, the usual tote bag with a pattern of yellow sunflowers on white. Nothing in particular had changed from yesterday. It was just another summer day. What different was hidden inside the tote bag, the lunch that mother had made for me. Hey Satsumi! Called from far away. I turned towards a familiar voice. What's going on, being in a place like this? I've been waiting. I wanted you to help me a bit. With just those words, Himiko-san quickly started walking. Just where was she going? Wherever it wasn't the main entrance, but the rear. While not knowing what was happening, I followed along. Okay, here we are. The place we'd come to was the hospital's courtyard. Around the small fountain was a clock and many flower beds. While I had been hospitalized, it had been a place I came to numerous times. Is something going on here? Yeah, look over there. What Himiko-san was pointing at was the corner of the flower bed, roughly 3 meters square. It was just that even though there was grass and flowers blooming around, the patch alone had nothing growing in it. And so, ta-da! What's that? Bulbs! Bulbs! I was thinking we'd plant them here now. Proudly, Himiko-san took out a bulb from a plastic bag in her hand and showed me. Counting them up, there seemed to be around 100. Sure, if 2 people were planting, it'd be done in about an hour. But I was worried about something else. Is it okay to just go ahead and plant them? Well, this patch is for winter use after all. What I'm asking about is the just go ahead part. It's fine. It's not like we'll get into trouble. That really didn't feel like much of an explanation. But winter use probably meant it was for flowers that bloom in the winter. And I understand that for that reason. Now was the time to plant them. But even then, I didn't see how that connected with planting in the hospital flower bed without permission. Or were the people on the 7th floor permitted this much freedom? Okay, why don't we start? Dig until 10 centimeters and then plant it, okay? Once she said that, she handed the bag of bulbs and a small gardening trowel over. Recently, my health had been fine, so this wasn't a problem. But I wonder if it was alright for Himiko-san to work under this blazing sky. I couldn't help but worry about that, for Himiko-san herself was planting with amazing vigour. Dig, dig, dig. Starts. Dig. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig. Well, Then like I saying K at the end. I hope not. Maybe gardening was a hobby. One might believe that, since the hand moves unnaturally well. Maybe there's so much free time. Yeah, just slightly cover it with dirt like that. And once in a while, as I watched and imitated her, he will give instructions. Hey, what flowers are these? Daffodils. You know of them? The name at least. Even so, I could only remember that they were white flowers. Having only seen them blooming on TV or in a book, this was the first time I've held a bulb like this. You know, it's surprising for them to be around in this season. Really? Yeah, normally it'd be around in the summer. And then Himiko-san taught me various things. That the name was Narcissus, from the family Amaridaceae. How badly did I screw that name up? How could he grow them from seeds? But since they take a few years to bloom, bulbs are planted instead. How in the deep of winter, when the flowers were a lonely place, the single proud blooming form was impressive and beautiful. So, gardening really is your hobby? It's not really a hobby or anything. Then why do you know so much? If I had to say, it was part of the job, I guess. A gardener? A florist? But before, she had said she liked cars. I didn't really understand. I still really didn't know much about Himiko-san. Well, either way, when these bloom, I won't be around. Well, and as always, cheerfully talking about things that make you stop short. What I knew was that she was a resident of the 7th floor, and that the rest of her time was within sight. And paying that no heed, she does these things and was a person who could be called carefree. Okay, since it's more or less done, it's about time we get up to the room. Done all 100 already? Together, we carefully washed our hands and headed to the 7th floor. Right in front of us, as we got off the lift, was a large cart carrying lunch. It was already that time. And so, with Himiko's lunch tray in hand, we went back to the room. I may have missed the sad part. Normally, when this time came, I'd be heading back home to eat lunch. Hey, Satsumi, want to go to the cafeteria together? There's a lot of trouble to go back to your home, right? Holding her own tray, Himiko-san made this suggestion. Normally, I would have wound up thinking it over, but today was a bit different. Today, I bought a lunch, so... Huh? You bought a lunch? Mother made it for me. As I spoke, I took out the lunchbox from the tote bag and opened it on a small table near the bed. And the frozen barley tea I brought along was now melted just right for drinking. Well, that's convenient. But, something wrong? Let's see me! Ah, you scared me. Jump forward for a hug. Right now, I'm really tucked. To think that there will be someone who will bring lunch to such a place. Thank you, thank you. Hey, don't cling. Aha, was that a bit over the top? And so we began eating lunch together. Himiko-san got off the bed and we sat in folding chairs next to each other. By the way, Himiko-san's lunch, even though it was the 7th floor, didn't look all that different from the food in the other wards. I wondered if it would have been extremely luxurious, or if it was what you would call a plain hospital lunch. Compared to that, my lunch, which mother put effort into making, spicy fried tofu, and also croquettes, it was very lively. Himiko-san kept staring. Hey, can I have one? Here. Yay, thanks a lot. She took a bite. Ugh, hot. This is a curry croquette. It wasn't supposed to be all that spicy, but Himiko-san drank far too much water. You okay? See, I'm really bad with anything spicy. Unlike her normal image, some tears were in her eyes. She looked so pitiful. I decided to tell her what was in them. This is a vegetable croquette. Wrong voice. Come again? That's pumpkin, and the one in front of that is the meat croquette. Wait, just by looking, you can tell what's inside? I gave a nod at her words. So, to show the half-believing, half-doubting Oni-san, I split open the croquettes with my chopsticks. See? I'm right. Wait, how did you know? The outside looks all the same. It's not like they're exactly the same. Well, for me at least, I can't tell them apart. Hey, could it be that you know a lot about croquettes? Not particularly. I didn't think it was all that amazing myself. Basically, from eating them every day, I just learned to pick out the little differences between the outsides. Phew, thanks for the food. Once our meal was finished, I placed the now empty lunchbox and once again into the tote bag. Hey, Professor Croquette. Come again? Want to go for an after meal ice cream, Professor? Could it be that Professor Croquette meant me? Don't go taking on weird nicknames. Haha, looks like you don't like it. Beyond the window that could only open 15 centimeters was the summer sky. I thought it was 12. The voices of noisy crying cicadas and Himiko-san's bright laughing voice ran out the narrow room. There, always bright and cheery, was Himiko-san. And just maybe, I too was smiling. Afterwards, we passed the time as usual in the room. When we parted, as I was making to leave the 7th floor. Ah, a moment. Turning around, there was an Oni-san I didn't know. A cute frilly skirt, a red apron, and a rosary on the left chest left an impression. Other helpers I've seen before wore the same aprons, so I probably meant this person was a helper. Did you mean me? This place is supposed to be restricted to people who are involved and relatives. Ah, are you perhaps a family member of someone? But for a moment, I thought about how to answer, and then slowly opened my mouth. Someone called Himiko's friend. Huh? You're a friend? That's what I've been told. Dots. Was there? Ah, no. There's nothing. Excuse me. With those words, the Oni-san once again went off somewhere. What was that just now? It was probably a helper, but around when the sun had completely set and today's dinner was ending. My, you cleaned it out, didn't you? At the empty lunchbox, Mother looked pleased. Then, I'll also make lunch for you starting tomorrow. Thank you. Truth was, Himiko-san had eaten the fries for me, but I wasn't about to reveal that. The window frame rattled as it slid. Once I opened the window in the room, with a bit of cool night wind came in. My room. By the window, the sailor uniform was drying. The sweltering summer heat made me want to turn on the air conditioner, but when I thought about father still hadn't come home yet, I stopped. Come to think of it, Himiko-san. In the end, she was really vague about it, but I wonder if planting flowers in a flower bed without permission would cause her problems. On top of that, the story from before about how she didn't need a helper, and how no one came to visit her was also mysterious. Name, Himiko, Libra, blood type, AB, ID basic colour was white. I still probably didn't know anything about Oni-san. That was a shorter episode. Also, looking at the title of the next one could be interesting. This one also seems a bit upbeat. This means some point in the future something bad will happen, I bet. But that's for another time. I hope you liked this episode. I'm Hesmiyu. Goodbye.